Hey everybody, Jason of GhostbustersNews.com here for you today. Now, I love the original 1984 classic, Ghostbusters. The song, that is, by Ray Parker Jr. As a kid, I drove my parents insane playing the cassette tape over and over and over and over. 5 years later, I did the exact same thing with the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack with Bobby Brown's On Our Own, over and over. And heck, even last year when Ghostbusters Answer the Call soundtrack came out, they had that awesome song on there, Get Ghost. My wife, she doesn't like it because, once again, I kept playing it over and over. I think you get the idea. I love music based around the Ghostbusters franchise. And if you're watching this video, there's a pretty good chance you do as well. So join us today as once again, we take a look at 5 Ghostbuster songs you probably haven't heard, but should. First up, we've got 3 elementary school teachers turned rockers. Yes, the band known as No Small Children, with their song, well, entitled Ghostbusters. And I gotta admit, adding this song to the list is kind of a cop-out because it was used in last year's Ghostbusters Answer the Call film, but only at the very end of the credits. As well, it wasn't featured on the American release of the Answer the Call soundtrack, but apparently it was featured on the Japanese soundtrack, so I now need to get the Japanese soundtrack. Now, some of you may actually recognize their sound because one of their songs, Big Steps, was recently featured on Netflix's original series, The Santa Clara Diet. But back to No Small Children covering the Ghostbusters song, this version of the theme, this cover, is seriously rockin'. You kids are still saying rockin' in this day and age, right? But don't take my word for it, just give it a listen right now.
If you're seeing things running through your head, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! An invisible man sleeping in your bed, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
After that, we've got Trin with their own version of Ghostbusters. Now, Trin is a 4-person Mormon band that is best known for creating original songs based around well-known films like Captain America: Civil War, James Bond: Spectre, and of course, Ghostbusters. Now, this one is the newest for me. I just found out about this track a couple months ago there, and I have been in love with it. Now, what makes this song really unique is it's not a cover of the classic Ray Parker Jr. track. It is just brand new. New tone, new lyrics, much like the No Small Children track. I would have loved to seen this song by Trin featured on last year's Answer the Call soundtrack. So let me stop the babbling, listen for yourself. Alright, this one's also going to be kind of a cop-out. If you watch our Ghostbusters news videos here on YouTube, you've certainly heard this song. It is Everything Forever from the Deathmatch series. Now, for those wondering, the Deathmatch series is a YouTube channel. You can check them out. We got a link in the description. And they mainly focus in on video games, but this Ghostbusters song is so good, we kind of adopted it and kind of made it like the Ghostbusters news, like closing theme song, I guess. Oh, and I have to mention that the creative mind behind the Deathmatch series here on YouTube, Corey Cross, he's also one of the guys behind the song When the Lights Go Out. That's that awesome rap track we featured on our last Top 5 countdown. So to say this guy is talented would be an understatement. Just check it out right now, and also be sure to check it out again as we play it at the end of this video.
Just pick up the phone, they'll answer, dial that number, do it on your own. Not tonight, baby, you need the professionals. Yeah.
Pick up your phone and call the professionals. Ghostbusters.
Go, no one dies tonight. Run for your lives, alright.
Now, speaking of our top 5 list, this song was recommended, this song was commented on, talked about at the most. It is The Pumps with I Got a Feelin' Ghostbusters. At least that's what I call it. I've also seen it referred to as I Got a Feeling Ghostbusters Are Waitin', as well as just simply Pumps Ghostbusters, so yeah. Now, for those unaware, let me try and give you a history lesson I put together with Google and Wikipedia and such. There was a band there is a band that I'm not sure of known as The Guns, and their lead singer had a side project, and that side project was called The Pumps. He had this song called I Got a Feeling. He repurposed it, changed the chorus around a bit, added Ghostbusters stuff here and there, and he submitted it to the guys making the Ghostbusters the video game. Yes, that awesome game that came out in 2009. That game. We're talking about the good Ghostbusters game that came out in 2009. Everybody out there get excited. That was a great game. Apparently the crew behind the game, they really liked the song. There was actually talks about possibly using it during a montage cutscene that was supposed to take place somewhere in the game that just wasn't to be. And whether it being time restraints or Sony just putting the kibosh on the whole thing, this song being featured in the game was also not to be. So that sucks. Because on the positive, the song is awesome, and it's also already found a kind of a cult following with hardcore Ghostbuster fans on different web forums. So enjoy and take a listen at what at one time could have been, but never was, a possible Ghostbusters theme song. And the last song we're going to be taking a look at today, it's just a remix, it's just for fun. It is from Jamie and Mitty D, and it is taking the worlds of the Ghostbusters and Ernest, yes, you know, Ernest Scared Stupid, and just blending them together. The mix takes that awesome theme song from Ernest Scared Stupid, yes, like the best Ernest film of all time, Meow, and combines it with Ray Parker Jr. and Bobby Brown, and we even get like audio cues in there of like Vigo the Carpathian. It's wonderful. As well, longtime viewers of this YouTube channel are going to notice this is like the theme song for last year's Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown. So there is that. I mean, obviously, I love it. You should love it. Give it a listen.
And it don't look good. Who you gonna call?
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They call the Ghostbusters and they're in control. Now throwing parties for a bunch of children. We're all the wild trying to run in the building. So they packed up and crew, got a grip, came equipped, grabbed their proton packs on the back, and they split. Found out about Vigo, the master of evil, trying to battle the boys. That's not legal.
And that's it. That's 5. That's the list. If you have any more songs that you'd like us to talk about or cover, be sure to comment right down below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, just not standard unboxing videos, let us know. Subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Be sure to check out ghostbustersnews.com. And that's it, folks. We'll see you right back here next time on Ghostbusters News, right here on YouTube.
Down the line, everybody's going down in time. Remember, you are not alone. Got a problem that needs solving. Just pick up the phone. They'll answer down.